And now, coming to you live from the tri-state area and San Francisco, California, it's the best part of Wednesday, Waffle Box, with your hosts, Mike Fish and Kush Hayes.
Welcome to Waffle Box, the podcast where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. Coming up on episode 183, we find out why you shouldn't take your phone to the bathroom. We also find out which is the worst place to find out that you're dead. And also, Mel Gibson is making another movie. Oh, how are the Jewish gonna take this one? In this week's movie review, I am Mike Fish, and I am joined, as always, by the main man from San Fran. It's Mr. Kush Hayes. Kush, how you doing, buddy?
What's good, y'all? Thank you for having us back. Sorry we missed you last week. It's Kush Hayes. It's Mike Fish. It's the Waffle Box. It's the original Waffle Box, new set, no substitutions. It's the People's Podcast coming to you all the way from the future home of Super Bowl 60. Super Bowl 60. That is 54 weeks away.
Ooh.
55.
Just the facts, man.
Best part of Wednesday. Producer Lathan, are you in the building?
What's happening, fellas? Before we officially kick off the show, I'd like to send out a heartfelt congratulations to NFL official Clete Blakeman and his team for successfully getting the Kansas City Chiefs to another Super Bowl. And now they only have the Philadelphia Seagulls in their path to get Patrick Mahomes a third ring in a row and complimentary Taylor Swift tickets for life.
Those are worth a lot of money.
Yeah, they are.
Those are probably worth more than the actual trophy, the Lombardi trophy.
Did you watch the old AFC Championship game?
I haven't seen any of the games this past weekend. You were sending me updates, and I had to go like, I completely forgot that the Eagles and the Chiefs already were in the Super Bowl in Super Bowl 57. So 2 years ago, not last year. Last year was the 49ers against Chiefs. This year is the Eagles and the Chiefs again. Eagles Chiefs Part 2. Super Bowl 57 Part 2.
Ooh. But yeah, there's a big hashtag boycott the Super Bowl going on right now because the officials, like, we're not huge sports guys, but I understand that the Kansas City Chiefs are a very good football team. Patrick Mahomes apparently is a very good quarterback. But
this will be their fourth appearance in 5 years.
Oh my God, the officials were helping them out so much. It was infuriating.
Okay.
So there's one, I don't want to get too much into it, but there's one, right? They were like, I think it's like trying for a big fourth down conversion, and they do something, and the official from one side, the field, starts running down to initiate, to signal basically, this is where I believe the ball has reached. Right, that's what they do. They run in a straight line. Right, give me the ball. I'm putting it down in this spot.
Yeah.
And he was beyond the yellow line, which means he got a first down. But then all of a sudden, it was like, oh, the ruling on the field is they were short. So wait, no, that guy was past it. And it was like, this is a lot. And then there's another one where the Chiefs, one of the guys caught the ball, but as he came down, the ball hit the floor, which is normally, that means it's an incomplete pass, but suddenly there was this rule about, like, he had, even though the ball did touch the ground, he had control of the ball when the ball hit the ground. So what?
Oh my!
It was just, it's infuriating to watch. And so yeah.
I've only worked a few football games, Raiders and 49ers, but there's cameras everywhere. I know there's an instant replay thing, but are you like only allowed to use it like once or twice, like the NBA now?
I have no idea.
Because I feel like you should be able to like, hey, fuck you, ref. Go to the footage. We're in, or we're out, or whatever. Like, your call is wrong, sir.
It was despicable. So I don't know why if I'm going to watch this, because there's one of two outcomes is going to happen at Super Bowl 59. One, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl, which would be miserable for me. I would hate that.
Okay, that's a regional rivalry thing for you.
Indeed.
Dig it. Okay.
Or the referees are going to just help out the Chiefs to win. So either way, I'm going to be annoyed at the outcome of this game. So I think I just might avoid everything, just watch Kendrick Lamar's halftime show on YouTube after the fact, and just live a peaceful Sunday evening. That's how I think I'm going to enjoy my Super Bowl Sunday.
I should not want the Kansas City Chiefs to win because of last year's victory over my San Francisco 49ers. However, for some reason, I kind of just want to hate on Rob McElhenney because he's from Philadelphia.
Oh, don't like the Chiefs
I know he's going
winning
to
would
be
be
there.
the
I know
lesser
he's
of
going
the
to
two
spend a lot of
evils.
money, and I kind of want him to just be a little sad that day. I don't know why. That's not even fair to him. That's just how I feel, though.
Fascinating. But
I know,
today
weird.
we are going to make our official predictions, though, for
Okay.
Super Bowl 59, and we're going to see how we compete, man versus AI, because we have asked both Chat GPT
Hmm.
and X's Grok. I have no idea why Twitter's AI system is called Grok. I'm sure there is a meaningful reason, or maybe there isn't. But
Grok as
ChatGPT
opposed
and
to Gronk. There's no
yeah,
N in that. Okay.
it's just Grok, Grok.
Mhm.
So we're gonna
I
listen.
know
We're
they
gonna
were.
hear what their prediction is for the Super Bowl and see if we can do better than them. I think.
I know Elon, the Das Fuhrer Elon was trying to make us subscribe to Grok for like $6 or $10 or something, and I just kept clicking no. It always. I'm only on Twitter to send you the link for our Zoom call. All right. I don't fuck with it anymore except for like the random customer service issue because that's still a thing. Um, however, after I think it was probably after Christmas, they're like, maybe Grok's just free now. No one seems to be subscribing to it. Maybe Grok's just free.
Yeah, I think you can. There's a limit. Like you can only ask it like 20 questions per hour unless you subscribe. Or something. Whatever.
Oh,
I
I
don't
don't know
think.
that I have 20 questions even for you, Mike Fish, let alone for Grok.
Yeah, I'm not gonna suggest that I'm out there living the best life kind of guy, but even I haven't got the time to ask AI 20 questions per hour. I think I'm
Hmm.
good. But I did ask it
Yeah,
what he thought was going to happen in the Super Bowl. We'll get to that later.
looking forward to it.
Shall we just kick into the top stories this
Let's
week?
just get into it, baby. We talked some football. I think we're caught up.
So let's get in. What's been going on in this crazy, wacky world?
Oh my God, so much since we last spoke, actually. Like, yeah, like just in the news, which we're going to talk about now.
This week's top stories.
It's now time for this week's top stories.
Bubbles. Yes,
5 years of
lots
bubbles.
and lots and lots of things have been happening in this crazy, wide, wacky world that we're talking about. But I'll be honest, a lot of it's pretty depressing.
Mhm. You're not wrong.
Should we talk about the fun, wacky subject of ICE raids and people being deported? Maybe not. Um,
Mm,
did you see
mm.
Donald Trump's going to build a big shield over America?
I did not see that.
The
What's your
Iron,
source on that one?
the Iron Bowl or some shit. I don't know. It's called. It's some kind of
Mm.
like anti-missile thing. What I don't know what.
Um,
Unless I've heard
well,
different. I don't think Canada or Mexico is going to attack us anytime soon. But you never know. I guess.
you
That's
never
how
know.
the Canadians get you. They lure you in because they're so friendly. You're like, oh, they'll never
Those
attack us.
diabolical Canadians.
They're like,
Yeah, I mean,
what? They're
he
like
never got that wall built.
50,000 Trojan horses eating maple syrup.
He never got the wall built, which I would have argued was already a thing. Like I've seen it in movies. I was like, I don't know what wall he's talking about. There's one right there. But whatever wall he was planning never got fully built. So I don't foresee this dome or bubble or whatever. Just on what limited information you just gave me right now, I don't see that being a thing.
Do you reckon he just watched Escape from New York and was like, that's a great fucking idea?
Or Highlander 2, or yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about some of the lighter things that's been going on in the news.
Yeah, let's talk about some fun stuff, if there is any.
Why you shouldn't bring your phone to the bathroom. So an influencer, which I always hate that starting with whatever. An influencer said something because typically they always say something stupid. Let's see if this one's any different, shall we? An influencer has issued a warning against bringing your iPhone into the bathroom, other smartphones are available, while showering due to a, quote, very scary reason. The influencer named Andy shared on TikTok. I thought it was really
Andy?
fucking place. God damn it. Fucking TikTok. Yeah, TikTok's back, and it was since we've last did an episode, TikTok got banned and then came fucking back again.
It was off like line for like what, 12 hours?
Yeah.
Maybe. It
Probably
wasn't a full day.
looking at Jesus like 3 days. Bitch, I'm back.
AI Jesus bitch.
Exactly. So Andy shared on TikTok, Annie Benai, so I'm assuming it's a young lady. That said that after routinely taking her phone, oh, well, there you go, to listen to music during showers, she discovered black mold growing inside her phone case. Dun,
Yeah,
dun,
stupid.
dun. Where's the dun, 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 Lathan? Thank you. The high humidity from the shower creates an ideal environment for mold, potentially damaging the phone's internal hardware, even if it's water resistant. Now, there is another way, because I like to take my iPhone into the bathroom. I hook it up to a Bluetooth speaker. I listen to UK sports radio.
Okay.
It's something I like to listen to.
Sure.
But I was just, as soon as I saw this, I was like, there's an easy fix to this rather than just banning your iPhone from the bathroom, which thankfully other people pointed out. Viewers of the TikTok had mixed reactions. Some suggested just regularly clean your phone case. Yeah,
that's a thing.
that's a thing you can fucking do. Fucking, Andy, you just outed yourself. You thought you was doing some great PSA for the world, and you just outed yourself as a dirty bitch that doesn't clean anything.
You's a nasty bitch, Andy.
Like, seriously, like, I bet her like bedroom is just like old like clothes been there for like a month on the floor, like cartoon wavy lines coming from her socks.
Not impossible, but I also foresee like a lot of pink and lavender, and the carpet is vacuumed once a week. Like I foresee her living situation like being very clean. She just didn't think about cleaning her damn phone. Didn't think it was a thing. Like I imagine this chick is like 19. Every 19-year-old is fucking stupid. Every 19-year-old is stupid. It's for like you could have been the smartest person in high school, and then you graduated, and then you're immediately the stupidest person in the world again. It's actually quite a phenomenon.
Speaking of stupid people,
Ooh,
you know Gen Z,
I'm aware of them.
they're dumb, right?
Pretty stupid.
Pretty fucking stupid. Now we have a scientific study to prove this.
Do tell.
The New York Post recently wrote an article discussing a startling poll revealing that many members of Gen Z lack basic DIY skills.
Yes.
Now, just off that, I'm not going to shit on them too much because I pat myself on the back after watching a YouTube video and changing the faucet on my kitchen.
That's why that video exists, though, because not everybody has had the training, but they don't even know to go that far to look at a YouTube video and like, oh, I can do that.
If it's not on TikTok, they don't care.
If it's not on TikTok, yeah.
Gen Z, right now, currently aged 18 to 27, is reportedly more inclined to hire professionals for simple tasks, spending over $1,500 annually on such services. The poll, conducted by Halfords, which is a UK-based motoring and cycling retailer, found that nearly 25% of Gen Zers confessed to being unsure how to change a light bulb.
Oh, shut up.
Like,
okay, now so like we're talking about like plumbing, like I don't know what to do with this pipe that looks like a U or this pipe that's shaped like an ant. Like that's one thing. Like I get it, but a light bulb. We're talking a light bulb.
A light bulb.
Like I also understand. Like, hey, some people have never been in a situation where they had to change a flat tire. That happened to me once, and then I learned how to change a tire, and I've been able to do it ever since. But a light bulb. I've been changing a light bulb since I was 6. What
Apparently,
the room goes. Go on. I'm sorry.
they have cited fears such as the light bulb being too hot to handle or ladders being too dangerous. Oh, poor little puppies. Like, you should never look down upon someone. You should never punch down. But Seriously, like because you got to be some kind of special, kind of stupid. So one, not be able to change a light bulb. Two, admit to someone that you don't know how to change a light bulb. If you don't know how to change a light bulb and someone asks you, "Do you know how to change a light bulb?" Just say yes. Unless unless you're a supervisor.
Fake it till you make it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ. This trend is attributed to the life of convenience where tasks are outsourced, leading to a decline in practical knowledge amongst younger generations. But you just wing it. Like you say, before I call someone, let me see if I can do it, because I'm pretty sure I can't do much damage. But let me screw like that righty tighty lefty loosey. There it goes. Put a new one in. Boom.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey, my favorite Siamese twin strippers. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Conjoined twins. I keep mixing that. Conjoined twins.
How does that work? Do they share the same vagina?
No, but they're attached to in my fantasy, they're attached at the hip.
So
it's they're like that. They're shoulder to shoulder the entire time.
They're like a sexy wishbone.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Kush.
Sir.
Where do you think would be the worst place to find out that you're dead?
Ooh. Probably in the middle of my autopsy. I think we've done a story or two about that too.
Oh yeah, many people who have been quote unquote dead but not really dead. It's very.
I know. Like a Portuguese grandmother woke up at her funeral. I remember that, and I think someone did wake up on the slab moments before he got bisected.
That's why I want to get cremated. As soon as you pronounce me dead, just stick me in the furnace straight away, and that way it's done.
Furnace would be also a very disappointing spot to wake up and be dead.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's done quick enough, who knows? I don't know.
I don't know how that.
Or maybe just shoot me into space, so I freeze instantly, or the pressure just. Just do it quick. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, where is the worst place?
The DMV. It's generally the worst place to be anyway, whether you're alive or dead. But imagine the DMV. So, Nicole Paulino from Maryland, who recently tried to renew her driver's license, she was sadly informed by the person at the DMV that she was in fact dead.
Oh, funny. This is a sitcom thing that used to happen in the 80s all the time.
Thus, they refused to give her a driver's license because dead people can't drive. That's just silly. But why was she dead? Who knows?
What city or state was this in again?
This is Maryland.
Maryland. Wow. Okay.
I wouldn't even be able to point that on the map. Is that northeast?
That's northeast of you. It's very tiny. You could trip over it and land in Vermont.
That like near Maine?
Yes.
Look at that.
I want to say just like excuse me, Washington D.C. So it's actually it's
DC down from me, I think.
Well, then that's where it is. So DC is in the center of Maryland, and for some reason DC is its own thing. I still don't understand how that works, but don't worry about that.
So up itself.
So they informed her she's dead.
Yes.
They refused to give her a driver's license. Did we find
Until
out
she
how this
came back from the dead? And she had to revive herself before she could get a driver's license.
And how did she go about doing it?
Well, apparently the error came from a simple inputting error of a social security number at a funeral home.
Hilarious.
So the person who's actually dead is still alive, but dead at the same time. So this is not just, this is hilarious. Someone with a social security number similar to mine is actually dead. Hilarious. This actually caused major issues because she was pronounced dead. Her health insurance was cancelled, resulting in medical bills, which she wasn't expecting, and the inability to get her medication because, again, apparently they don't give away medication to dead people because it's like, it's just a waste.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
What?
So I'm amazed that we're hearing about this today in 2025. Like I said at the top of the story, this was a joke in sitcoms. The now late great Bob Euchre was on a TV show called Mr. Belvedere, and there was an episode where the DMV pronounced him dead because they just got a new thing called a computer.
Oh,
And someone entered in the wrong thing, and he had to go through this whole thing, and like he questioned his mortality, and like what have I done with my life? And it was a whole. Surprisingly, they fit a lot in 25 minutes back in those days. But that was a running gag. But there's these new things called computers, and they're killing people that aren't dead.
you know what's even scarier?
Hmm.
So the
I think
social,
the medical bills.
well, yes, that sucks. But I'd like to think that once she fixed the situation, I'm sure she could. I don't know, maybe
Gonna be
not.
more hoops. That's just more hoops for her. But
We
yeah,
all, we
you were
all know
saying.
how people feel about the medical industry right now. Anyway, um, the Social Security Administration confirmed that such mistakes occur in around about 0.33% of their annual death reports. So that doesn't sound like a lot,
So
0.33%.
1/3 of 1%.
But if you do the maths, that suggests that around 10,000 people get mispronounced dead every year. So the fact that I'm still alive, both physically and
Bureaucratically.
bureaucratically, pretty good. Pretty good for me.
Mhm. Yeah. Hey, man. Yes, everybody. Oh my God.
But
Although
luckily,
now I'm thinking of some diabolical jackass stunts.
well, you're going to hack into a system and murder some people bureaucratically,
No.
bureaucratically.
Bureaucratically. No. But never mind.
Who would
Moving
you
on. Moving on.
who would you
I
kill?
can't say that.
Oh, okay, I
Might
ruined the
be implicated.
surprise. But luckily she is now officially alive, back in the system now. So all ends well that end. All's well that ends well.
Yeah,
That's this.
I feel sorry for this woman. Again, like that, just the medical bills alone and getting she's gonna have to go through like 15 different people, explain the same goddamn story every time while navigating that goddamn fucking phone menu. By the way, sometimes she's gonna get through the menu and she's gonna be on hold, and then something's gonna happen and the call is gonna drop on their end, and then she has to go through the entire fucking thing again. Like, how many times does that happen to you? Just not even for like medical bills, just like something stupid like, hey, the internet's offline.
Or
So,
it just goes through and they just hang up. That happened to me in the doctor's office once. That pissed me off.
yeah, I've had that happen.
But they
Ooh.
said, "Oh, please hold 1 second," and they put the phone down on the counter and they fuck off to do something, and then someone walks back, sees the phone off the hook, and just hangs it up.
Hmm.
Ah, you motherfuckers!
Yep.
Don't get me started on the doctor's office. Why? Just why bother have appointment times if you're not going to adhere to them? Just be like,
Mhm.
yeah, just show up on Wednesday and best of luck, pal. I'd much rather that, knowing that hey, I could be here a while. But if I get there at 9:45 for my 10 o'clock appointment, I'm still sitting in the fucking waiting room at 10:30. I'm gonna be annoyed.
Hmm.
Damn you, American health system!
It's pretty disappointing, honestly. I don't know what things are like in the UK or Canada or the rest of the world, but yeah, it's don't get sick. Oh, is that what I've been doing wrong this whole time? Oh shit. If only I'd
I
known better.
mean, from my memory of the British health system, it's very similar. But then at least you was kind of sitting there going, oh God, 20 minutes late. At least this is free.
Okay.
Like I still
I
have to,
guess.
because I always said before I even see the fucking doctor, they go, could you
Mhm.
pass just your credit card, please, you two, so you can pay just the looking at the doctor fee.
Mhm. Yeah, no, as far as like the appointments go, like I always expect them to go about 10, 15 minutes late. And if they go a half hour late, well, it's inconvenient, but I also imagine someone's like bleeding out of their eyeballs. And you're like, I don't know what's going on, but my eyeballs keep bleeding. So I imagine it's something serious
Yeah.
to have taken that long. I don't imagine the guy is just like fucking off playing Tetris or solitaire on his phone. Like, yeah, Kush can wait another 5 minutes. I'm trying to get this fucking 4 block.
Although it wouldn't surprise me if some of them do that.
Well, so we've had stories where the cops just fucked off to play Pokemon. So
Yeah, classic. Waffle Box classic story. That was.
Yeah.
That's one of the early ones. Go back to the YouTube
One of the
archives of that bad boy.
We even had an update on that one too.
I'm sure they're still fired, I'm sure.
Yes.
But I hope they did find that Pokemon. So at least it was worth it. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's move on and talk about some people who are out there living the best life and achieving things with themselves. And achieving things so well that the Irish brewery is giving a certificate that they can put in the fridge and go, look at that. I did some shit. It's now time for this week's Dumb World Record of the Week.
Why?
Why? Why would I? Why? Why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why would you want to do that?
Congratulations in order for Gozdi Dogan. What a beautiful name. Of
That's a
Turkey. For
Okay.
becoming the new holder of the Guinness World Record for most watermelons crushed between the thighs in
Sexy.
60 seconds.
I think I saw this on Facebook the other day. Yeah. Was she wearing like a wetsuit?
I assume so.
Oh, okay. You didn't
So,
see the video?
I mean, after the first watermelon, things are going to get a little bit moist between the thighs.
Indeed.
So yes, Dogan sat between two rows of watermelons, grabbing them one at a time, crushing them between her thighs, and then moving on. I don't know why that explanation was necessary. I think we can all, when someone says, yeah, she broke a watermelon between her thighs, we can envision how that works. I don't think we needed there. But thank you, news article. How many do you think, right? Because if you see her, she's a stocky girl. Like she works out.
Has to be.
She works out. In 60 seconds, how many watermelons do you reckon she was able to crush between her thighs in 60 seconds?
So I swear I saw a video of this on the Guinness Facebook page the other day. I may have even forwarded it to you. Regardless, I want to say it was like, I'm going to just say 42.
That's no, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's too many?
Way too many.
Okay.
Well,
that's the best answer.
5.
5. What? Okay.
5 watermelons in 60 seconds. Where I'm just been looking for. There we go.
I'm very aroused.
Thank you. Yeah, so she crushed 5 watermelons between her thighs in 60 seconds, which I have to watch the video now because so that's an average of around about 12 seconds per watermelon.
It sounds about right.
So from the moment that watermelon goes between her thighs and 12 seconds, she's got to be grunting a lot, and I reckon that'd be a rather arousing video to watch. Like, that's some real softcore pornography. If I ever heard
Can
one.
be if you do it right.
Yeah, and like, what would you do if you met a woman in a bar and she told you that she'd recently broke that record?
What are you drinking?
Oh,
Like, what can I get you?
mm-hmm. Your place
here we
or
go.
mine. Oh,
Here we go. Yeah,
you found it?
I found it. Yep. She definitely does all the working out. God damn those stupid pop-up things. Most watermelons crushed. Goes side 5 in 1 minute from Turkey. Where's the timestamp on it though? Of course, there's no timestamp. But yeah, she's not wearing a wetsuit at all.
Oh,
but she has to keep wiping.
Well, yeah, otherwise
her vag.
This next watermelon.
So that's taking up time. She could have probably done 10.
She what?
This seems to be pretty effortless for her, but she's burning more time wiping off all the excess watermelon with a towel.
Well, maybe
Which
we could
I
offer
can't
our
imagine that feels
services.
good. I imagine it's also a health risk. Her gynecologist would not appreciate it. Yeah.
What, is she naked?
So she's not naked. She's just
No.
wearing very tiny shorts, but she's got a t-shirt on, and that's it. Yeah.
Well, maybe we could help her break this record by we could like volunteer to be the thigh wipers, so that she crushes it and we just get in there and do a quick shoop. On to the next
I'm
one.
genuinely surprised
Gunsy.
there's no one there helping her
Gunsy.
remove the watermelon rinds. Because she's just sitting in place. At no point is she scooching forward.
That'd be the best way to do it, surely. Just have them all like, and you just scooch along, crush, scoochy, and then you can be wiping while you're scooching. I don't know. I'm not going to try this record. I'm pretty sure I would fail to crush even one in 60 seconds. I have very weak thighs.
Yeah, you do. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to that because for some reason it's not letting me tag you. Like it's doing some stupid. Anyways, yeah. So I bet if she had, it'd probably also look very inappropriate if someone just like rubbed her pussy. So some third party just wiped her down. But yeah, if she didn't,
It's okay. I'm from the Guinness World Records. It's
watermelon
okay. It's okay. I got the lanyard.
I'm like a doctor. Don't worry about it, man. If she didn't have to worry about wiping the excess watermelon juice off and the rind being in the way, I bet you she would have done it 3 times as many. At least a dozen.
I bet she was finding seeds for days afterwards.
Yeah, probably. Probably. Again, she's wearing they're short shorts, but they are very tight. But you know what? Those fuckers get everywhere, dude.
And who likes short shorts?
We like short shorts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's a cutie too. So good for her. Congratulations.
Gosdy. It's a beautiful name. Godsy Doga.
Also, if there's a place I could choose to die, it'd be Miss Dodden's in between Miss Dodden's thighs. Just put me out of my misery, bitch. Just
Your head in there, just crush it like a watermelon.
I like that. Please and thank you.
Well, anyway, still to come on this week's Waffle Box, we've got the January 29th edition of the Birthday Blackjack. Kush is going to be reviewing the movie. We've challenged AI to the Super Bowl prediction challenge and much, much, much more. So stick around if you would. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Your boss is a thief, a bully, and a crook. He expects you to work. That's like slavery. And thanks to popular plebiscite, it's now entirely illegal in our state. Hammerstein and Faust Employment Law. We are specialists in San Andreas employment litigation. With our help, you'll never need to work again. With a well-managed lawsuit, your economic miracle can go on forever. Call us today. Live on the beach tomorrow. Remember, accidents do happen. Why not slip and fall into the good life? This is the real American dream. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps after faking a fall at work and suing everybody into poverty. We'll show you the alternatives when it comes to getting what you deserve from your work environment. Call today or visit our website, hammersteinfaust.com.
Place your bets. It's now time for Birthday Blackjack.
I also like to live dangerously.
Welcome back to episode 183 of the Waffle Box podcast, and it's now time for the January 29th edition of Birthday Blackjack. It's the third episode of the year, so it's the third opportunity for Kush.
Dude, I'm not doing too good this year.
No, you started out 0-2. You started out 0-2, but if last year was anything, you can always make a comeback
last year.
But yes, this is an interactive game that you can play along with at home or on the bus or wherever you are listening or watching this podcast. Producer Lathan, if you could do me the honors and let the beautiful people of the Syrup Squad know the rules of Celebrity Birthday Blackjack.
Well, the rules to Celebrity Birthday Blackjack are pretty simple. Mike is going to name 5 celebrities that are celebrating their birthdays today, and all you have to do is guess how old they are now. Your score is based on your margin of error.
Yes.
For example, if the celebrity is 50 years old and you guess 53, you were 3 years out, so you score 3 points. If you're lucky enough to guess their age spot on, you get to deduct 5 points from your score. And to win, all you need to do is keep your score at 21 or below, hence why it's called Celebrity Birthday Blackjack.
Marvelous. Kush, are you ready to find out who's celebrating their birthday today?
Ready as I'm gonna be, yes, sir.
Let's get diggity down.
Number 1.
The woman who wants everyone to have a car. Miss Oprah Winfrey. How old is Oprah Winfrey today? Happy birthday, Oprah Winfrey, by the way.
Happy birthday, Oprah. It's probably offensive that I called her Opie. Anyways, I'm gonna say 63.
63 is your official
She's not
guess.
a young woman. She's not a young woman anymore.
Not a young woman. She is indeed 71 years old today.
Wow.
Which puts you already at 8. Score of 8. Never mind. We're just having fun.
We're just having fun, yeah. Just do the
Number 2.
Celebrity number 2. The man who shall never be Freddie Mercury, even though he tries. Mr. Adam Lambert. The Adam Lambert.
I was thinking about the thing when you're talking about the kid from the movie. Adam Lambert, yeah.
Although, all jokes aside, I did see Queen and Adam Lambert live. He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Show?
He's not pretty, but he's good. He's pretty good.
Okay, that's encouraging. I'd like to check it out. I saw, getting distracted here.
No tangents. No tangents allowed.
43.
43 is your official guess.
Because he's not a spring chicken either.
Spoiler alert, none of these people are spring chickens on this. Because I'm old, and when Wikipedia tells me someone is 24, I have no idea who they are. So your guess, Adam Lambert was 43. Adam Lambert
43.
is 43.
Perfect.
Yeah! There we go. You're getting warmed up now. So as per the rules, that takes 5 off your score, puts you down to 3. Nice.
Such a great feeling. Like, there's no money on this. Like, I get nothing out of this, but like, I got that little spike of adrenaline. It's so nice.
It's always good to get that.
It's better than jumping out of a plane.
Just goddamn lootly.
Number 3.
Celebrity number 3. The man with the most famous mustache in the world. Mr. Tom Selleck.
Oh.
How old is Tom Selleck? Who did you think I was going with there?
There's a couple of guys you could have gone with there. I don't know. Charlie Chaplin or Charlie Chaplin's dictator or there's some.
Oh, we know Adolf Hitler references on this podcast. Except for that one.
You said that one.
I said it.
Mr. Selleck the Tom, he is 77?
77 is your official guess.
Might be older.
The star of 3 Men and a Baby. It's a great movie, by the way.
The number 1 movie of 1986, directed by Leonard Nimoy.
Fantastic. He's 80 years old. The big 80 today.
Okay.
With 3 out.
I didn't want to offend him and say he was in his 80s, so yeah.
I'm sure. I wish we could get invited to Tom Selleck's 80th birthday party. I bet it's fun.
It'd be fun, right?
Could share facial hair stories.
That would be like the set of Magnum PI or anything anymore, but like, we'd have some drinks and talk some fun.
Yeah, we could wear like Hawaiian shirts.
I mean, we'd be doing that anyways. It's a birthday party.
So much fun.
Number 4.
Number 4, the woman who was shagged by a spy. Miss Heather Graham.
Oh, man, she's so pretty.
Which I think, although she wasn't in Austin Powers' Spy That Shagged Me, or was she?
No, she's in number 2, yeah. Spy That
Shagged Me, yeah. Boom, look at that. Check out the reference.
Yeah. They killed off the pretty lady from the first movie. Anyways.
Because she was a robot.
That's right. She's around my age-ish. So I'm gonna just say 45. Because I know she ain't 50.
45 is your official guess?
45, please.
Miss Heather Graham. 55 today.
Damn, bitch. Good for you.
I know, right?
She's still got it.
She's definitely still got it.
I forget what I just saw her the other day, but
and if she hasn't got it, I'd give it to her. Heyo.
I'm very aroused.
Number 5.
And finally, number 5. So you got a bit of a wiggle room, so don't worry. Let's see if we can get this one.
How much room do I got?
And the woman who was paid to pretend to be related to Roseanne Barr is Sarah Gilbert.
Oh, her. She's 45.
For those who don't know, Sarah Gilbert starred in the TV show Roseanne as the daughter, who I believe did she end up being a lesbian?
The character is. I don't know about the maybe the actress is too. I don't know. The character no, the character ended up getting married and just having a shit life. My Mama Hayes is downstairs right now binge watching the new series.
Yeah, because they brought it back, but it was like the Connors or something. It was because they
they tried to do they tried to call it Roseanne again. They bumped her, and then just like, we're just call it the Connors. Everyone else is enjoying the rest of the cast. We'll just call it the Connors and keep it going.
So wait, what was your guess? 45?
I'm gonna actually bump it up a little more since you gave me so much time to think about it. Like, she's also friends with Leonardo DiCaprio. They're like besties.
Just the facts, man.
That's not a joke. Anyway, so I'm gonna say she is 52.
52.
Yes.
Is your official guess? Miss Sarah Gilbert is 50 years old.
Okay.
Which gives you a score of 2 for that, which takes your total score to 18, which means for the first time in 2025, Mr. Kush Hayes, you are a winner.
You win. Feels so good. That perfect.
Thank Adam Lambert for that.
Thank you, Adam Lambert. I would like to go to your next concert with Queen.
Send your free tickets to enjoywafflebox@gmail.com. Thank you very much.
In San Francisco and New Jersey.
Yeah.
And you got to fly us both directions.
Exactly. It'd be fun. Let's get it done. So there you go. If you were playing along to Celebrity Birthday Blackjack, let us know your scores in the comment section below. If you are watching a standalone video on YouTube, if you're listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or whatever you're listening to it, hit us up on Twitter @WaffleBox or Blue Sky @WafflePod. And be honest, because we'll know, because we're connected with Santa Claus, and you don't want to be on the naughty list. Anyway, now it's time for Kush to take center stage as, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's my internet or your internet, but suddenly Kush is looking a little blurry, but
well, that's because I just smoked a little during the break.
That's also true. But it's now time for Kush to review a movie in a segment that we like to call Kush's Movie a Review.
Kush's Movie Review.
Those trumpets are very triumphant.
Yes, they are. This week's Kush's Movie Review is Mel Gibson's Flight Risk. And why would Mel Gibson be considered a flight risk, you ask? Well, because after Braveheart, he's known for running away from the law. And with Lethal Weapon, he's got a license to kill time in any airport. Plus, if he gets caught, he might just pay back with a ransom for his freedom.
Damn, you put a lot of effort into that. I like that. That was
Plus,
good.
he has a massive drinking problem, hates Jewish people. So, Kush, tell us about this movie. If I remember correctly from the trailer, is this the movie where Mark Wahlberg has an incredible hairline?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What's up with that?
Mark Wahlberg is wearing a wig on top of a bald cap, where it's not a good bald cap. Like, he's supposed to be bald in the movie, but like, by the way, I'm oblivious about stupid shit like this. But I'm just like, oh yeah, there's that glue line right there. Like, I don't ever see stuff like that. I'm just like, well, I mean, it's a different look. Okay. But we are talking about Flight Risk. It's it has the title is very appropriate for the movie. However, still not a good title because I keep wanting to call it Flight Plan, which is a completely different movie entirely from multiple years ago, and I don't even know if I saw that. It is rated R. There's some language in it. There's less violence in this than there is in a PG-13 movie. Less blood even, but for some reason this is rated R. I don't know why.
Is it because
91
they
minutes
use
long.
naughty language?
I mean, I don't want. I want to say they didn't say fuck too many times, but maybe they did. Maybe that shit just rolls in one ear and out the other for old Kush Hayes here. But this is directed and only directed by Mel Gibson. He has nothing to do with the writing. He's not starring in it. This is written by a gentleman named Jared Rosenberg, and then stars a young woman named Michelle Dockery. And the entire movie, I'm trying to figure out, like, where do I know you from? I don't know you, but I know I've seen you. She's actually from Downton Abbey. I've only seen the 2 movies. I've not seen the TV series, but there she is. She was also one of the smallest cogs in a fun Guy Ritchie movie called The Gentleman. I think she has the highest body count in that movie too, by the way. Anyways, Mark Wahlberg, Topher Grace, and then the voice of Leigh Remini are all in this movie here. Again, 91 minutes long. It's 98% of this movie is contained on a little puddle jumper. Mike, if you don't know what that is, it's just a tiny little plane. Maybe seats 4 people and some cargo. Like we only have 3 people in this plane, so there you go. Topher Grace is a wanted man. He's a federal fugitive on the run. He is captured by Miss Dockery in a hotel in Alaska, and her objective is to get him from wherever they are in Alaska to Anchorage so they can take another plane to Seattle, where he has agreed to be a state's witness, and he's going to inform on a big mafia boss. And, well, you might say Miss Dockery is being a little overprotective of this guy because it's Topher Grace. I don't see him posing a threat, but he is the flight risk. I roll. Anyway, Mark Wahlberg comes into the scene, and then, all this is in the trailer. We had a little turbulence or whatever, and the pilot license falls out from under the seat, and the gentleman in the picture does not resemble Mark Wahlberg at all. And all of a sudden, we're like, oh no, we're in all sorts of danger. I've never been on one of those little 4-seater planes, but I feel like even 91 minutes of that would just be frustrating and a little terrifying. Just because you don't like. Apparently, a small gust of wind just shakes this fucking thing all the time. They do an interesting thing at the beginning of the beginning of the film, where we're in the air, and FBI agent lady is trying to talk to the pilot, and he's like, you gotta put your cans on. And after she puts the cans on, only then can they communicate. Otherwise, he's like, I can't hear you. Oh, between the engine and the wind and the birds flying at us, I can't hear a word you're saying here. So put the cans on. So she does. And while those two are talking, Topher Grace is just talking some shit in the background. And then for whatever reason, after we discover that Mark Wahlberg is indeed the bad guy, then no one needs the cans, and everybody can just talk like you and I talk every night, like we're in this microphone here.
Classic.
And like people on YouTube are watching right now. And I think that's actually my biggest complaint. That, and just like, again, like, this feels like I was in a jet or in a tiny little private plane for 91 minutes. It's not Mel Gibson's best movie. It's definitely not a bad movie. A lot of people are trying to already like proclaim this as like when I called Night Swim the worst movie of the year so far, and we were only in week 1. That record actually held for a while. I don't think that's this. I can see why people don't like it. A lot of people are still not liking Mel Gibson, and they just hate watched it. I think that's a waste of energy and time. Everything is in there. Mel Gibson, regardless of what you think about him, I don't hate the guy, but guess what? I got very comfortable with the fact that people don't like Jewish people decades ago. I got that into my system, and it's like, yeah, all right. And now I'm Jewish, so there you go. What are you gonna do? He knows how to make a movie. You don't have to support it if you don't want to. I I would honestly not suggest anyone see this in the theater, not because of anything Mel Gibson's done, but I think this would be better on like Peacock or some whatever streaming service. I think it would even be better as a condensed 45-minute TV procedural. Cold Case, NCIS, CSI, whatever popular TV show is out there right now. I think this would have made a better episode of that than to try and make it its own full-length movie. Um, Mark Wahlberg is very cool as the villain. Or maybe cool isn't the right word, but I enjoyed his performance. He is very over the top. He is having fun. He hasn't been a bad guy in a movie, to my knowledge, for the last 30 years. One of his first roles was he played a psychotic boyfriend in high school or college or whatever. So again, 30 years ago. Michelle Dory, great, good performance, but she's very straight-laced and she's by the book, and you kind of just like, maybe just listen to the guy behind you, stupid. Topher Grace, who he's been doing stuff, but I haven't seen him in a movie since Black Klansman when he played David Duke. And then for some reason, it's like, I gotta take time off and like go on a resort and recycle my brain because playing David Duke made me feel terrible. And it's like, yeah, you weren't in that movie that long, and you play him as a buffoon. I think you were okay, dude. It was all right. Like that whole story is buffoonish on the KKK side. Anyways, Leigh Remini, I was surprised to hear was the voice. I had to wait for the credits to go like, who the fuck is this woman talking to on the phone? Oh, it's Leigh Remini. So there's some very interesting actors in this very short cast that I think were the only ones who were willing to work with Mel Gibson. Take that what you want. I don't know who else he could have made this with. I don't know who would have made this movie better. But I do know Mel Gibson is trying to make Passion of the Christ 2. That is not a joke. So he needed some money. And this was probably the only movie that the studios were going to let him direct. So, again, take all that with what you will. It's not a bad movie. It's definitely not a great movie. I would like to give it 4 out of 5, but I still have to give it a 3. For 91 minutes, no, this should be a TV episode of something. It shouldn't have been a full feature movie. So, but I liked it. I'd watch it again, but I would watch it here at home on my beautiful 4K TV where I don't have to worry about people in the audience. And there was no fouls in the audience this week.
That's a shame. I don't really love hearing
if we had done the review for Wolfman last week, that would have been a different story. But
you tease.
All right, well, you'll just have to figure that out. So, anyways, Flight Risk, rated R, 91 minutes. Mel Gibson, 3 out of 5, but a strong 3 out of 5.
Good. Now, if you've seen Flight Risk and you want to comment on the movie, again, hit us up in the comment section below. Or forever hold your peace. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this. Because you movie review, hit the subscribe button, shit, blah, 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 blah.
Hugs and kisses, baby.
Cheers. Right before we wrap up the show, we normally head straight into the feel good segment, but we have a big game to predict. I know technically we could do this next week, but I've already prepared the segment, so we're going to do it now.
That's for a great producer, Mike.
Thanks. Even though technically Lathan is the producer, obviously kayfabe. It's now time. We're going to challenge ourselves to our football knowledge against AI to finally work out who's more superior. Is human still superior, or is AI taking over? As we are going to challenge ourselves against Grok and Chat GPT to predict the Super Bowl outcome. Kush, should Team Human go first, or should we hear what they have to say about the show?
No, Team Human should go first because I am very interested in hearing what they say. But let's get our stuff out of the way first here.
What's your prediction?
I think we talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the episode, though. So, what are your thoughts, or what questions do you have for me?
No,
because I also know very little about football. You're the football guy in this.
We're just going to predict the score and the winner.
Oh, the score? Take it.
Yeah. Do you want me to go first?
I want you to go first. I'm going to look up last year, or the last time these two faced off.
Okay. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of touchdowns because two very good quarterbacks, and just because of drama, the officials are going to keep it tight and let Patrick Mahomes win in the last minute. So I'm going to go with San Francisco, Kansas City, winning this 38-35. That is my official prediction.
And who are you saying is winning this?
The Chiefs. Chiefs 38,
I laughed over you.
Eagles 35.
So that's very funny that you said that, because that was the exact score of Super Bowl 57. There we go.
God damn it! Although they're not, could it happen again? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna.
No, I think you should stick to it.
I'm gonna stick to my guns.
Yeah.
And maybe I should put money on it, because no one's gonna bet on the same score, exact score.
$5 can kill you.
How about you, Dan Kush? What are you gonna go with?
Yeah, so I don't know if I want to go 38-35, but I also think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win. But I'm going to say they're going to put in a little more defense.
Ooh.
So I'm going to say 21-20 with the Eagles missing a field goal.
Oh, drama.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've gone 38-35 to Kansas. You've got 21-20. Let's hear from Grok, from Elon Musk's bollocks.
Das Führer Musk.
Grok, what say you?
Predicting the exact final score of the Super Bowl is challenging due to the many variables involved, but based on current analysis and odds from various sources, I predict a score of Chiefs 27, Eagles 24.
Ooh. Oh,
Okay.
very close again.
Yeah. So that's three entities so far saying the Chiefs are winning this again.
Yes. Let's see if Chat GPT. Do you know what I also said? Chat GPT, spoiler alert, was very wordy. It was like it was just trying to avoid the question.
Oh no.
And I eventually, after like 4 attempts, got it to give me a fucking score prediction. It's very annoying. But here we go. Here's ChatGPT's answer.
Making a specific score prediction is always a bit of a gamble. But based on the team's strengths, recent matchups, and performance trends, here's a possible scenario. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs' offense will put up points consistently. Especially with their strong passing game and clutch factor, Jalen Hurts and the Eagles will counter with their powerful run game and big play potential. Keeping the game close, the game could come down to a final drive. Much like their previous Super Bowl matchup, it's going to be close. Kansas City Chiefs 34, Philadelphia Eagles 31.
Oh.
Okay, so we all have it for the Chiefs, and it's going to be a close game. I think I have the lowest score. I think you have the highest score.
Yeah. So just to wrap up, so let's go lowest. So Kush, you have 21-20 to Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Then Grok had 34-31. Then Chat GPT. Is it Chat GPT or
GPT?
PT. 27-24.
Gary Payton 2, if that helps you.
And then, wait, was it Chat GPT? Chat GPT had 27-24?
I believe
was it
so.
Grok? Now I'm confused. Grok, tell me yours again.
Predicting the exact final score of the Super Bowl is challenging due to the many variables involved, but based on current analysis and odds from various sources, I predict a score of Chiefs 27, Eagles 24.
Okay, so Grok had 27-24. Chat GPT had 34-31. And then I had 38-35. So it's a clean sweep. So Jalen and the Philadelphia Seagulls is not even worth showing up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The Eagles can only disappoint everybody in this party right now. By the way, I have no money on this. I have no interest in either team. Again, I should be actually rooting for the Eagles based on last year, but I don't care.
Maybe I should put $5 on each of these scorelines.
Why not? It's $20. Or is that $10 or is that $20?
Well, it's four scores. Four scores.
So that's $20. Yeah. If you can go to the OTB,
Just the facts, ma'am.
off-track betting, you should do that. What kind of
Okay.
jealous you got off-track betting out there? I think you still have to go into New York for that, or is that also in Jersey?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
you're
just
next to
open-
Atlantic City, so it's probably just all over the place, right?
I just open up an app.
You just open up an app. What app
Yeah.
are you using?
I don't know, FanDuel, DraftKings. We have a bunch.
Can we do this on DraftKings? Because I have an account on DraftKings and I have an account.
You can do whatever you like, sweetheart.
No. I actually, I just. Look. Thank you.
Anyway, let's wrap up this week's show, as we always do, by making everyone feel all warm and fuzzy inside, with this week's feel-good story of the week.
That's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
This week's feel-good story comes to us from Kansas, funny enough. Although it might be the state Kansas or Kansas City, because Kansas City is in Missouri, but also Kansas City is in Kansas, so who the fuck knows? Where's
probably-
Kansas City Chiefs? Are they from Kansas? Or are they from Missouri?
They're Missouri.
Oh, there you go. So this is, I'm assuming Kansas. Because it says here, Rodney is originally from Alabama, which is also a state, so they're using states, so I'm going to assume Kansas is a state. Anyway, Rodney Smith, originally from Alabama, but based in Kansas, has made headlines for his altruistic lawn mowing initiative. Through his, quote, raising men and women lawn care service, he's been mowing lawns for free for those in need, including the elderly, disabled, single parents, and veterans. His latest act of kindness, involving helping a 93-year-old woman named Miss Eva from Kansas City. After mowing her lawn, Smith learned she needed a new roof.
Oh.
So he set up a GoFundMe campaign to help, which astonishingly raised over $700,000.
That's probably how much you need for a roof, though.
In just a few days, far exceeding the goal of $15,000.
Oh, well, we rent, so I don't know what the fuck. Wow. All right, so this is why we can't have homelessness anymore, Mike Fish.
Just what
I said this a few weeks ago.
If they set the goal 15,000, once the 15,000 is reached, I feel it should stop.
Should just stop, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We said that with the lady who let her autistic child rack up a bill of like what was that, $10,000? No, it wasn't even that much.
On like snacks, or was it? I can't remember what the fuck it was.
Oh yeah, ice pops,
something like that. Yeah,
Sonic the Hedgehog ice, Pokemon ice pops. I forget. It was a dessert that needed to be frozen.
This is what the most ridiculous part of the story is, though, I must admit. This money not only covered the new roof, but also allowed for further repairs on her home.
Okay.
Smith's efforts have not only transformed Miss Eva's living conditions, but also inspired countless others to contribute to community services and kindness, which is great. But with that 700 grand, just buy a new house. No?
I don't know what the real estate market is in Kansas City, but
maybe
she probably
also,
could
yeah,
actually buy a new
she's
house.
93, so she probably has a lot of memories in that house.
No,
So,
fix up the
fair
house.
enough. Yeah, fix up the house.
Fix up the house, pass it on to the next kids, and let them sell it or live there or whatever. But yeah, no, fix up the new house. So yeah, if the house needs extra repairs, then okay. But
700 grand's
if
worth?
the goal is 15,000, it should stop at 15,000. I'm really kind of tired of that story.
I also feel that the money was also, let Miss Eva have some cocktails in Cabo as well. Like that's a lot of money.
She can totally do that. It's her money now, though.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just good because
there's a lot of good people out there
called Miss
There's
Eva.
a lot of very kind people out there, and everyone who participated in this GoFundMe had their hearts in the right place.
Yes.
But because this thing went 25,000% over its goal, there should be no more homelessness. Like, guys, let's redirect our priorities. and also fucking GoFundMe and every other site that does this crowdfunding thing. Cut it off at the goal. Stop doing that shit.
So maybe I'm an asshole, but if I saw this,
We might be assholes.
If I saw this GoFundMe, I'm like, oh my god, this 93-year-old woman needs her roof repaired. Oh, I'll chuck in a few dollars, and then I clicked on the link, and I saw goal 15,000, current $593,000. Am I the asshole? I'll be like, oh, they got it covered. I'll keep.
No, you wouldn't be that.
Why would you just keep giving to it?
In that case,
just stop giving at that point. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Anyway,
who knows how these things work?
But anyway, what a splendid show.
It was fun to come back. It was a fun episode. I won a contest.
You did. You won Celebrity Birthday Blackjack this week. Congratulations.
It's a good feeling.
It's a good feeling. And lots of other things. We grew as human beings. So big news. Watch out. We're still playing with the kinks. But coming soon. I don't want to give an exact date of when we're gonna work out the kinks to it. But coming soon to the audio feed, so you have to be subscribed to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever just go to enjoywafflebox.com for all the links. Producer Lathan is going to be launching his new podcast called Me, Myself, and AI, where each week he sits down, he tries to learn a little bit more about human existence. That's going to be the plot of the podcast. So check that out. So before they launch that, make sure you don't miss an episode. Make sure you subscribe to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all that good stuff. Marvelous. Kush, you got anything you want to pimp?
No. I'm in a great position where my schedule is getting busier. So that's why we missed last week. So I'm sorry about that publicly. Otherwise, no, guys, KushHayes.com. If you want to hear more of my voice, there's like 12 days worth of content on there. Like multiple shows.
Are there any podcasts that you've been listening to that maybe you want to give a shout out to?
Ooh, it was a shit show. They have a YouTube channel. They're also on Spotify. They don't do a gimmick every week. Sometimes they don't do a gimmick for months, but I enjoy their content a lot. It's it was a shit show. Yeah, just look that up. You should be able to find it. Turquoise or blue background. Anyways, those guys are great. In fact, there's been a couple subjects where I was like, wish they knew who Kush Hayes was, because I could have brought some insight to these things. They did a Rogue One episode. I was like, bitches, I was in the fucking press junket for Rogue One. Like, when the director got up, just made news the next day, like, he got up and he left. I was in that room, and I was like, I don't know why this guy just left. Anyway, it was a shit show. It was a very funny show. It's a very informative show as well.
Check that out. But it's a good night from me. It's a good night from Kush. Lathan, any final thoughts?
Hey, remember, kids, never lower your standards in life, but always be open to realigning them. For example, maybe have a three-way with 2 5s, rather than hooking up with that 10 you've been chasing since high school. Anyway, as always, stay safe, don't talk to strangers, don't drink and drive, and always wear a condom. In that order. See you all next week.
Okay, on that note, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.
That's all, folks.
Play me off, Johnny.